Hello, and welcome to the Hell I Need an Adult podcast with your hosts, Michael
and Jordan. And in case you were wondering, yes, that is Michael's voice in our intro.
Spill the beans already. Well,
Happy New Year.
Happy belated New Year.
Mm-hmm. It's a little bit late, but this is all about being an adult. Things pop up.
This is our New Year's resolution.
Right. This whole podcast is our New Year's resolution. We
Not
had
our only one, but
a couple things pop up. We got sick. We had an injured kiddo. Poor thing.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of had a delay on this podcast, but we're very excited to start.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of New Year's resolutions.
Well, I'm a teacher and I had a year off, so I'm acclimating back to the classroom, and it's a process.
Yeah. So
but we're going to make it. We're going to make it. My resolution is to get comfortable in my classroom and get it functional.
That's a good realistic resolution, I think so, at least.
If you knew my situation, you'd be like, yep, that sounds good.
Right. Yeah. I'm not much of a resolution person. I mean, I like to set resolutions, but I feel like I'm more of a goal any time of the year type of person. I'm very goal oriented.
They're the same thing.
No. Throughout the year, I set goals, but I also think that comes with being an occupational therapist. You're constantly setting goals for your patients. I'm constantly setting goals for myself. So I'm just my own occupational therapist. Yeah.
Good for you.
I'll get into that in a second. But I always like to have like a fitness resolution too.
Yeah.
So getting back into the gym. We just got a gym membership. How do you feel about that? It's been a while.
I don't know how we're gonna have the time. I'm genuinely trying to figure out how we're gonna have the time to go to the gym.
Help on an adult because we need help with time management and time to spend with our kiddo. If you have kids and you're a consistent gym goer, give us your hint.
Please give us tips.
Hints.
Unless it's like waking up at 4 a.m. or not going to bed until 10 o'clock at night. I don't.
Yeah, 4 would be a little early. I could maybe do 5 if we need.
Yeah.
But our baby also wakes up between 5 and 6, so one of us needs to. Well, obviously, one of us would be home anyways.
Yeah. All right.
But maybe I'll be the early riser and go at 5. But then you have to wake up with the baby. What'd you do anyways? So.
I'm just sitting here grimacing. So.
Let's jump into it. Who are you?
My name's Michael.
I see you.
No, my name's Michael. I work as a special education teacher. I work with EBD kids. And I think 3 words that describe me. Probably be. I'm always trying to be gentle.
Very good at that.
I'm very opinionated.
Yes.
Just to be honest. And I'm always trying to grow.
Those are really strong ways to describe you.
Thanks.
Yeah. My name's Jordan. I'm an occupational therapist in the acute care setting. I love my job. I think it's the best career in the world. I truly do. I don't just say that. I really love OT. And I think that if you have any questions or are interested, feel free to comment or reach out. And I would be happy to answer any questions. Because I really do love my career. I do. I love it. I love my setting. All of it. I have great coworkers. Great place that I work. So, yeah. 3 things or words to describe me would be really very faith-filled. I'm really big into my faith. That's probably really like the top one. Family-centered. You guys are like my whole world. Which I know is the same for you. We thought of 3 different things and then didn't really share them with each other. And humor or like laughter. That's like something I treasure. I love to laugh. Like if I go even like an hour without laughing, I'm like, what kind of day is this? Like it's not a day that I want to be in. I feel like I'm constantly laughing or smiling or joking around.
Look at you being all wholesome while I was kind of poking fun at myself.
Yeah. No, but it was sweet. Yours were very serious though too. Like, yeah. But no, I love to laugh. And if I have the opportunity to smile or laugh with somebody, I'm going to take the opportunity. And I hope that's something that people I work with and the people that I live amongst.
You're good about that.
Kind of see, laugh with me, smile with me. I want to make people's day more joyful.
Well, question we always get asked is, how did you all meet?
Yeah.
Well, we were in college at the same time.
Mm-hmm. We went to 2 different colleges in Duluth, Minnesota.
Yep. So if you're familiar with Duluth, there's 2 big colleges. There's 3. Actually,
there's a 4th one.
There's like 4 colleges and universities in the area.
Mm-hmm.
We went to 2 that were basically across the street from each other.
Yeah.
And so I went to the University of Minnesota Duluth.
And I went to the College of St. Scholastica.
Side note, private schools are really expensive.
They're very expensive.
They're so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can get your degree at a state school or something, I'd
probably recommend it.
Unless you have a really great community
or a good reason to go.
Right.
So in
Jordan's
order
actually paid off.
To get my priority application, I had to go to Scholastica for my undergraduate degree.
Yeah.
In order
Our
to
master's
get into grad
program
school.
would select from the undergrad students at that school first.
At least the applications, they'd consider them first.
So we met at college. We actually met at there was a finals relief night at a local church.
Mm-hmm. They had like food, entertainment.
Yep.
But also places to study and do your schoolwork.
Yeah, if you were a good kid, good student,
at some point,
you'd disappear to the basement and find a quiet spot. I tried to.
And I followed
rarely
him.
Succeeded.
I followed him and bugged him.
Yeah.
But when I showed up that night at finals relief, I saw a group of boys from our campus ministry and went over to Michael and introduced myself and just kind of bugged him and talked to him and had a conversation.
Which worked for me. I was deathly afraid of approaching girls.
And I was bold as heck.
Hey, worked out.
Yeah.
But so I think after a month after we met each other is actually when I got to meet your family. Sorry if you can hear that. Our cat's kind of throwing up in the background. I think he's fine. But yeah, that's part of being an adult too, right? Just stuff happens.
Unpredictable.
Like, how are you stopping that? But I got to meet Jordan's family about a month after we met, because she hurt her leg in track practice. It was really just an unfortunate.
Yeah, my spikes were too big for the indoor track. I should have known better. And when I went to go turn around, my foot stayed in place with my spikes, and the rest of my body turned, and my knee twisted.
Mm-hmm.
The orthopedic doc said that I strained
Just
some of the ligaments. My kneecap dislocated. So I was in a boot for a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't drive.
Yeah, she couldn't drive. So I was like, not really thinking. I was like, well, I can drive you there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't really think of it very much. And then on our way down there, we were about halfway or half an hour.
Did you say where we were going?
Did I say
my great-grandma had passed away the same day that I got hurt.
Yeah, Jordan's grandma died.
We were going to a funeral.
Yeah. So I met Jordan's family at a funeral.
Right.
Wild choice of
bold choice.
First meeting. Can't say I wouldn't recommend it because it actually worked out really well for me.
My niece attached to you right away.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now she thinks I'm annoying.
But she'll laugh at you.
She's a teenager now, so.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to
see everybody.
I got to see everyone for who they are.
Mm-hmm. The raw, real deal.
Yep.
And after we visited, my mom was like, "So you're gonna marry him, right?" We had been dating for a month.
Yep.
That
Yep.
was, and part of me was like, you know what, Mom, no, I'm not going to. No, I can't because you told me I was going to.
Just because you said that?
No. Fortunately, Michael's the type of guy that I thought was worth sticking with, and
Oh,
yeah.
thank goodness.
We're both thankful for that. I think we're a good match, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's really good. The first time we met your family, I was super nervous. I remember going into it, I was very nervous. But it was fun to meet your family. It was really good. We had a good first visit. Of course, it was like a little bit awkward, first time meeting. Yeah, I grew up with mostly all sisters and one brother at home.
I am one of 5 boys.
Yes, so the testosterone in that household, whoo, something else. But it was fun. For the most part, everybody liked except for your youngest brother.
Oh my gosh.
He wanted his older brother to himself, and I do not fault him for that.
We used to, when I was in college, when I'd go home, we used to spend a lot of time together.
Yeah.
Because.
And then you brought a girl home.
And then I brought a girl home, and he's like, well, hey.
And all of your attention was on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't like that too much, but that's okay.
And
I think he likes me now.
Yeah.
It's been 8 years. I hope so.
Yeah. But, and then I got the chance to meet Jordan's family down in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a couple years later?
Yeah, I think so.
During the summer. That was like my first, like I'd been to Florida before, but like just went to the beach and stuff. So I got to like go experience like just south of Atlanta, that south. Like,
right.
There's this stuff called pimento cheese down there. Still don't really know what that is. Don't really like it, but that's fine. It's just an olive dip and pear salad.
Back up to the olive dip real quick. I don't know that's a southern thing.
I don't know what it is,
but my granddad makes it, and we love it.
I swear
I love it.
This man makes a large bowl of this dip.
If he knew I was coming, he would make it for me.
Yep.
He's so sweet.
Not like here's your little here's your dip. It's like, no.
Like a Tupperware container.
Here's a Super Bowl sized dip bowl.
That's
for
you. You're exaggerating.
It's not that far off. It's a big bowl.
But the pear salad.
That was weird.
Was introduced to Michael on Christmas. Actually, it was introduced to me on Christmas too. I had no idea what this was.
Yeah. Not to put Jordan's Nana on blast.
She's so sweet.
But that was
what did it involve? Pear salad. Pears?
No. What was it? A bed of like yogurt or sour cream?
Mayo.
Oh.
It was pears, mayo.
That's right.
Shredded cheese, and a cherry on top. Yes, it is as weird as that just sounded.
I didn't try it.
Yeah.
I didn't try it.
I had a bite.
I try to be adventurous with my foods. I
can't say it's the worst thing I've ever tasted, but it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I don't like the texture of pear though either.
See, I like pears, but
that was too much.
I don't know. Putting mayo and cheese on a fruit.
I do remember my cousin's husband tried it. He was being so sweet. He was choking it down. We're like,
the man finished the whole bowl, and we're all like, dude, you really don't have to. He's like, it's good.
We're like, you're a lie. Like, it's worse to lie, sir.
Watch the lie spread across your face. But
that was funny. Oh, bless him.
Anyway.
Bless his heart.
Aw, bless your heart.
Speaking of the South.
Yeah.
Speaking of that kind of planted a seed for us.
We'll touch base on that later.
Right.
So.
Why the podcast?
Well, I was going to ask you that question.
Well.
You're better at explaining it than I am.
Yeah. So, we've had conversations over the years with friends, and just, we've all kind of agreed that there were so many things in life that hit us when we entered, quote unquote, adulthood. That just kind of caught us off guard. No one warned us about. We're like, whoa, like now we have to navigate this. Like, how do we do that? And we're still hitting moments like that, even we're nearing our late 20s. And it's just something that.
How do you go to the bank and get a home loan to buy a
Right.
house.
Yeah. Things like
Like
that.
that's not really something your parents are going to teach you.
Right.
Like if they did,
That's
good for
great.
you. But I'm going to guess the majority of people are like, "Oh, I don't know how to do this."
Yeah. So you kind of find it out as you go.
Turns out it's not as hard as you'd think, but also way harder at the same time.
Right. It's kind of odd,
It's weird.
but we'll talk through that
Um
in another episode.
so we just, we kind of looked around and there's not really anybody talking about this stuff that we could find.
Not in the sense of like a platform of a podcast or
No.
like, not that we could find.
You
So
can
we
maybe
thought, why not fill the void, fill the need?
yeah, let's just fill this little niche right here and make it our little corner.
Yeah, a little corner of the internet
Yep.
where everybody's welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah, everyone. So yeah, that's kind of that's the goal is just, talk about things that maybe surprised us or just kind of
Us off guard.
caught us off guard about
Or we're big, even if we saw them
just
coming,
or
maybe.
yeah, like it didn't really catch us off guard that we were
Right.
buying a house, but
Or that
like
we were going to be parents.
or yeah, but just like man,
Things
people
about that.
might tell you about it, but like you don't know and until you know, like and just stuff like that.
Yeah. So yeah, if that sounds like something you're interested in, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
We hope you stick around.
Yeah.
Have some fun. Can laugh at us if anything.
Yeah. No, yeah,
Like I said,
seriously, like there's gonna be some moments where you're like, what the heck are these two jokers doing?
yeah, like I
But
said, I like to laugh. That's part of like a big part
yeah,
of who I am. So
yeah.
it's okay. We can laugh.
So as a bonus for this podcast, we're gonna tell you what the last couple years of our life.
Have looked like.
Yeah.
So we'll back up to graduation from college, December 2022.
Fresh out of COVID.
We can back up a little bit more actually, because in June of 2022, we moved to my grandparents to finish our clinicals or our placements.
Yes.
Field work and student teaching. We lived there for 7 months. We're so grateful for this space.
So whatever, June to December, whatever
6
that is.
months.
Six,
We stayed there into January, so that's 7-ish.
Yeah. But
yeah,
we got to do our last placements. I was student teaching. Jordan had a clinical experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a clinical experience at a couple of skilled nursing facilities. They split between the two. It was mentally taxing, draining at times, but at the end, it really came around, and I ended up enjoying it. So,
yeah. I was just student teaching in a special ed room at a rural high school. It was genuinely kind of boring.
But
there wasn't a whole lot going on.
Liked it,
but it was good.
So
I did learn. I did. Yeah, I got more experience with like IEPs and stuff. I got to attend some IEP meetings, which was really good, just to see how that goes. I'm not gonna say it really prepared me for my first special ed job, but a little bit.
Yeah. Well, after that, living with the grandparents for 7 months.
We moved in with
my
other grandparents.
All the way across the country
in Georgia. I'm going to be honest. I never saw myself living in the South.
Yeah.
I'm a Minnesota boy.
And you resisted it for a good while when we moved down there.
I was bitter.
That was hard for me.
It was hard for both of us because I did not handle it appropriately.
You were not having a good time. I was trying to make the most of it, but the love of my life was not having a good time, so it was hard to.
And I'm gonna be honest, I was being super immature about it, and so.
But there's grace.
There's grace for that.
There's grace for that.
Oh.
It's not supposed to be condescending. I lived with my grandparents though for 3 months.
Yeah.
Well, I studied for my boards, passed my boards, NBCOT. If y'all know, it is something else.
I did student teaching or teaching licensure exams. They're not that hard.
So those went well. We passed all of our
that, or tests. I just knew my stuff. I'm not really sure.
I had a job lined up in Columbus, Georgia.
In
the acute care setting, which was a fantastic start.
You want to tell about like kind of the hardest part of moving down there? We had no money.
We didn't have
Like,
money. We had to DoorDash when we lived with my grandparents while we were studying.
just to like pay for our car loans and stuff.
Yep. And then to be able to afford like the first deposit and
Yeah, we had
everything.
to try and save up. I had to ask for help actually from my parents.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know me, I genuinely really don't like asking for help.
Really had to lay down pride there.
That was a pride shattering moment right there, which is good for you.
Yes.
Doesn't mean it's easy in the moment.
Builds character.
It builds
In the long
character.
run.
But
Yeah, we moved to Columbus, Georgia. We had looked at apartments and we were gonna go with a 2-bed, 2-bath. Probably should have.
we should have done
We
that.
ended up going with a 3-bed, 2-bath, which was a massive apartment. It's over 1,700 square feet.
It's big. That was bigger than our house we have now.
Yes. Or
By
about the same size.
Is it?
Actually, yeah, about the same size. But our apartment was one level, and our
Yeah, it
house has a
was a
basement,
little
upper
better
level,
laid
and middle
out
level.
in the apartment.
Yeah.
But we have a yard now, so
That's true. We have our
like
own yard.
like a large yard.
And a yard that we don't have to worry about getting attacked by
Oh my
dogs.
gosh.
Another story for another time.
Yep.
But we realized after living there that maybe we should not have. We kind of banked on people visiting us with the 3 bedrooms.
Yeah, we thought like
So we have big families,
okay, like we're from Minnesota, right? People like to get out of Minnesota
especially in the winter.
sometime in the winter. We're like, hey, people come visit us.
That didn't really happen.
We didn't have visitors until
Almost
we had a
80
child.
Yeah.
Which was 2 years later.
And we were going to move
Ish.
back.
And we were planning on moving back at that point.
Great.
So,
And I mean, things happen, life happens. But
yeah.
the really help I need an adult or adult advice is don't get an apartment with the anticipation that people are going to visit.
They can get a hotel.
Or if you have just one extra room.
Or a
couch. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
If they actually want to visit you, they'll make it work.
Right.
Not to dunk on our families.
No. Things happen. We understand.
I had
Just
had brothers in high school. They were in sports and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I kind of understand it, but at the same time, I was like,
But don't get an apartment in the anticipation that people are like a big apartment in the anticipation people are going to visit consistently like that.
rent
It's
for
not
your
a good
needs.
financial decision.
No. We could have saved a couple $100 a month, at least.
Yeah. But
So.
anyways, we'll move from that far.
Yeah.
Away from that. We started our careers in Georgia.
We did.
I had a fantastic position at a hospital.
You like actually enjoyed your job.
I did, and I still do. Even though they're different, very different size hospitals. The first one I worked at was 350 beds. Very big, very large.
You had a significant downsizing.
Right. I think we had like 10 other OTs in our department when we were fully staffed, and I loved my coworkers.
Mm-hmm.
That was really great. They looked out for me.
Mm-hmm. You'd always come back with a funny story like every day
right.
from your coworkers.
Yeah, and I had a really good time with them. They were fantastic. It was a really great first job.
That being said, we lived in a crazy city.
Yes.
If you know Columbus, Georgia, you know. I don't know that we really need to get into it more than that.
Yeah.
But there's some nice parts there and there's some really rough parts.
Mm-hmm. I will say that diversity taught me a lot. Living in Minnesota and going
oh my gosh, yeah.
From having just like a lot of Caucasian or white people around, going to just having a lot of diversity. Fantastic.
Yeah, no, like my hometown, like I liked growing up there, but at the same time, like
everyone looked like you.
Everyone looked like me. I could count the non-white kids in my school probably on one hand. Like just and like going from that to genuinely being like the minority in Columbus.
It was so refreshing.
It was actually like it was crazy, but it was also like, okay, so this is what it's like not everyone looking like you.
Right.
It was kind of nice.
It was really refreshing.
Lots of different perspectives.
Yeah. I loved it. I really did.
Yeah.
It was super nice.
I wouldn't mind if we ever move again, finding
somewhere pretty diverse.
Yeah, I think it's
important to know and to learn and experience.
I think like it'd be great for our kids.
Yeah. Very good.
Maybe possible kids in the future.
Right. Only one so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, starting your career there, how was that for you?
It was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Kind of a tough time for you, I think.
It was hard.
A lot more on your plate for a first year teacher than
So
I
okay,
feel.
like we moved down there, and this was like I started my job when I was still like pretty down in the dumps that we were down in Georgia. It just
That didn't help anything.
no, that just didn't help. Um, and it didn't get better until I kind of got over myself. But down in Georgia, it's actually illegal to be part of or to like teachers can't have unions that bargain for stuff, and so you kind of just get what you get, and if you throw a fit, they fire you. Um,
He was not fired, by the
I didn't get
way.
fired.
He
I
wasn't
towed
part
the
of a
line,
union, but that's
but
a big part.
um, my first year teaching, I got a special ed job in middle school, which um that was a crazy decision, but also it was the best job I got an offer for. And to be fair, the school was quite literally a
3 minutes.
3 minute walk from my front door. So
Couldn't
that
have been
was
more
that
ideal.
was pretty nice. And if you've ever had your job that close, that's nice.
Ironically, we moved somewhere where you have pretty much a 3 minute walk to work still,
Yeah,
and
crazy how
to
that worked
school.
out. Why do I own a car? Um,
We'd sold your car in
we sold my
Georgia.
car in Georgia. We didn't have a kid when we did that though.
I will say having two cars with a kid is a lot better.
Yeah. So I started my job there, and um, I was immediately kind of thrust into like a leadership position, kind of. Um, because the so where I was, the school district would like you'd have your EBD kids in one school, your ASD kids in another school, maybe your DCD kids in a different school. You'd have your SLD kid. Sorry, I'm throwing out terms. If you're teachers, you know, you know.
And the
Um,
rest of us have no idea what he's talking about.
okay, so you have your emotional behavior disorder kids in a school. You have your autism kids in a school. You have your develop like cognitively disabled kids in a school. All in different schools. And so I had the moderately intellectually disabled kids. That was the program my school had. Um, and so I was put into a room. And actually, the first year was better than the second year. Um, at the same time, um, there were multiple coworkers in my building who weren't certified in special ed that were teaching special ed. Which is look, if you have like an engineering degree or a math degree or something, you can teach math. Like that's fine. Um, if you have a history degree, you can go teach history and social studies and stuff. That's fine. But when you're working with like special ed kids, there's a lot of stuff besides just teaching them that you need to know. Like just there's a lot more laws that go into it. And so not having that background knowledge is kind of wild. Um, but that's how the state works down there. You can do that, kind of. So my first year was actually not too bad. I had a low caseload, even if it was high needs kids. It was not that many of them, and it went out. It went okay. My second year though, um, the program director for my program retired. Another teacher in my program at my school also left the school. Um, and so then I was suddenly the leader of this program at my school as a second year teacher. And
The double caseload.
with a double caseload because I got so I had it was middle school, so I had the sixth graders who then became seventh graders the next year, and then I got the new sixth graders as well, um, with the promise that they were going to hire someone.
They promised you that before the school year started.
They promised me that before the school year started. I went out on parental leave in November,
End of November.
end
Well,
of no,
actually, would have been
basically
early
December.
December.
I went out on parental leave in December, and they had not hired someone. Um, or moved someone from another school. It was this is a big school district. Like they could have moved someone from a different school.
Long story short, you didn't go back.
I didn't go back after parental leave. I discovered that I have stress-induced anxiety that year. That was wild. I didn't know I had anxiety.
Learned about a lot about your mental health.
Yeah. Turns out I'm not as mentally tough as I thought I was, which is good to know. But yeah, that was hard. Because I was, I was handling a double caseload. I was trying to mentor other teachers because we had first year teachers doing special ed that weren't aware of how to write an IEP or how to schedule an IEP meeting or how to progress monitor their students' goals. And I was a second year teacher trying to teach other people how to do this. So it was.
So you didn't go back.
Didn't go back.
Stayed at home with our baby.
And I became a stay-at-home dad with my son, and that was amazing.
You were able to do that for 13 months.
Yeah. Sorry, I rambled there for a hot minute. But that being a stay-at-home dad is maybe one of the most rewarding things I've ever done.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that my wife was able to provide me that opportunity and that we didn't have to send him to daycare
really young
after 12 weeks.
He's in daycare now, but it was after 13 months. So,
but yeah, that was really, it was really hard, but it was really rewarding at the same time.
Yeah. About 3 months, when he was about 3 months old, we moved back to Minnesota to be closer to family and moved back to the tundra. Kind of got screwed over out of an apartment, moving up here. There's just not a lot in our area.
No, there's not a lot of apartments.
And the specific complex we were looking at, the management was very poor. So
yeah, we thought we had an apartment lined up, and we found out 2 days.
2 days before we moved up.
Before we moved up, that we did not have an apartment lined up.
They gave it to somebody that just walked in, knowing our application was coming expedited in the mail because they didn't have an online portal in 2025, which I think was our red flag. Should have started there.
Yeah. So that was fun. That's when we got to move back in with my grandparents.
That ended up being in there 7 months, looking for a house. Oh. We finally did find a house. Spoiler alert. Talk about that later.
I am so thankful that we were able to stay there.
Yeah. I'm so thankful.
Your grandparents are awesome.
So gracious.
Yep. They are willing to help with so much. Mm-hmm. That being said,
we wanted our own space too.
We needed our own space.
They.
Yeah. They at the end they were like, "Hey,
you're getting this house,
did you guys find anything?" Yeah. So
I was back in work at a rural hospital, which has been a huge change. 25 beds from 350 to 25. So big change, but I love it. I love my coworkers, and it's a really great situation.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. Like being as part of like being a stay-at-home dad, I actually. The hospital Jordan works at, like you can just go in there and eat at the cafeteria. Mm-hmm.
Our baby became the mascot of the hospital essentially.
Basically every day, and it was very affordable. Like it was actually like you couldn't make that food for the price you paid for it at home. So we just go and visit Jordan at work and have lunch.
Loved seeing you guys. It broke up my day very nicely.
Yep, everyone loved it.
Everyone loved it. Yeah. Everyone knows our baby's name and knows Michael. And
everyone would be like, "Hey, Warren," as we walked in, and it was fun.
Yeah.
But
you went back to work.
I went back to work. Mm-hmm. Now I'm at
13 months.
I'm in elementary school now, which is kind of fun. Just like so, my degree is actually in integrated elementary and special education. And so I love being back in elementary school because kind of what I went to school for.
Right. Yeah. Everything's been going really well.
Yeah.
We did get hit like absolutely broadsided by living in the tundra again, though. These last few weeks have been bitter cold.
I got
Like-
wimpified down in Georgia.
like a negative 35 for like 3 or 4 days. Wind chill.
For reference, I'm the guy who used to just wear shorts in the winter.
You still do though.
I still do. I have, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I need to reacclimate my body to it.
Yeah. No, or you could just wear pants.
Pants are uncomfortable.
Okay. Okay.
Shorts are.
Yeah. I'd prefer warmth over comfort in that situation, but okay.
Yeah, it's cold here.
Mm-hmm.
We need a hot tub.
Yeah. Next year's.
Maybe the podcast will pay for a hot tub. If we get
If anybody watches it at all.
Yeah, if anyone even cares.
Shout out to you if you're listening.
You rock.
Yeah. I guess we can close this one out. But we
Yeah.
kind of wanted to do a little segment at the end called Hot Takes with the Asplins. So in this little piece, we're going to both come up with or think of a hot take that we have and talk about it a little bit. And we want to hear what you think and how you feel about it. So comment.
Do it for engagement.
Right. Probably not rage bait. Could seem like rage bait in some situations. I think they're pretty mild today.
Not intentionally rage
Yeah.
baiting.
Yeah, we'll start mild.
We might switch to that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Alrighty,
you
Michael,
know,
what is your hot take?
my hot take is that tomato soup with grilled cheese kind of sucks. Pick a different soup. Go with chicken noodle or something.
You're wrong for that one.
That's why it's a hot take.
It is a hot take. I think it's a very hot take.
Tomato soup is no bueno.
It's hot. Tomato soup is hot.
No,
It's literally hot.
but not in like an attractive way.
Oh, well, I enjoy myself with tomato soup with grilled
Okay.
cheese. That is a hot take.
Mm-hmm.
Hot take. Do you have any more comments about that?
The best grilled cheese is done with a semi-hard bread with multiple different types of cheese, not just American and white bread.
You should drop a recipe.
Maybe I will.
I love it. You ready for my hot take?
I don't know.
Okay. It's not a hot take. I feel like most people would agree, especially if they like it.
And it's not a hot
Also
take.
food related. Okay, but the companies that... Okay, I'll just tell you what it is because it'll make more sense after. Guac should always be free. You shouldn't have to pay extra for guac. Or queso for that matter.
That's not a hot take. at
No,
all.
I know
That's a
that us
freezing
people-
cold take.
Okay, we can be a little lukewarm because guess what? They're the bigger burrito companies. We're not going to say them. We don't want them coming after us. That charge for it would highly disagree. Also, the charges are like absurdly large. Like I can get a whole avocado.
Well,
Plus.
corporate America is wrong on a lot of stuff.
Okay, fair.
That is one of the things they are very wrong on.
So if you like your guac and you agree that it should be free, you're with me. You're probably with both of us and most of
I have to work
America.
on Jordan's hot takes.
I'll work on it. I'm not gonna lie, I googled that one. Not a hot take. Alrighty, well, let us know your hot takes.
Yeah. See if you can rage bait us. I don't
Yeah.
know. All right.
Hopefully
Well,
you liked it. This is our first one.
Yeah. Thanks
Hopefully it
for
wasn't too
listening.
rough. And we'll catch you on the next episode.
Talk to you later.
See ya.